Getting kind of colorful. Gonna apply some sprinklers. It's sprinkler time. Sprinkler alert. Be aware of the sprinklers. I'm gonna do a horror film called The Sprinklers. It's gonna be about the Catholic. Secretly. No! Don't sprinkle me! No! I must be submerged! We're ridiculous, dude. You must be submerged in the water, Cole, to truly know the Lord and to dedicate your life under the water like John the Baptist did. I see. So sprinkling doesn't count. It only counts like 1/25th of the amount because you're only sprinkled. Well, she likes that feeling, though, when she gets sprinkled. I sprinkle you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Sprinkling me on my neck. They shot her in the neck and shot Melanie in the head. Look at this right here. Trish is very pro marijuana. I'm very much against marijuana. I'm listening to War on Drugs right now. I think it's the wrong type of influence, marijuana. I don't think it's very healing, but I don't know all. I just think the right influence is sobriety. I think that's right. Sobriety. Because marijuana is bad. It leads to bad things. The connection to marijuana will kill you. And you know, once you get emphysema, you can't go back. You can't go back after that. Breathe. Breathe. Keep on breathing. Emphysema hurts. I've seen 2 people die of emphysema. Foster Harrington's parents. They both died of emphysema. She coughed up blood. His mom coughed up blood because of emphysema. And it killed her. Emphysema killed her. And it killed his father, too. They were chain smokers, and they loved MASH. As in the comedy television series MASH. And they told me, Cole, don't smoke. As they were both on oxygen, looking at me as a couple. It killed both of them. They said, do not smoke. Foster never smoked either. He was kind of a health nut. He did drink soda, but he didn't smoke. He was killed in the Sunni Triangle. He did, and the second tour, he didn't make it back. Look at that sky. We used to jog very far from this house, all the way across this clearing. And then we would go to Stop and Go and get sodas. I don't remember if I got the soda. He got a soda walking back. I think I got Gatorade or something. I don't remember. Something about drinking a soda right after your run. Yeah. Rather have water, straight up water. It's better to just have water. You don't get as much of a sugar high, though. Just probably getting the taste of the Baptist. There's a dog over here. Look at this. See him on the other side? They hide so well. Those dogs. Now he's going to the other side. I think I got the window shut. Okay, I got the window shut. It's got kind of like a golden thing. Look at those clouds over there. It's a weird kind of golden. Look at those puffy things right there. Rink, 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 rink. Weather bug sent me a message. I'm gonna have to read it. I think Jennifer mostly left me for because I'd go to Taco Bell and eat burritos rather than drink wine or drink beer, whatever she was drinking, Corona or beer, or whatever. She can take her beer and shove it. Look at that. Puffy clouds. That's gonna have to be filmed as in video once we get out. We're gonna get one $2 burrito. It's called a Chipotle chicken. Chipotle ranch grilled chicken. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I'm gonna get a photo. My goodness. Me and the puffy clouds and Taco Bell. Raw cinema. That's it. It's cinema. It's pure cinema. Hitchcock. No cinema. It's gonna rain here pretty soon. It looks like a cartoon. Like Roger Rabbit. That is unreal. It's actually amazing. That's amazing. It's the moment where the aliens come out of the spacecraft. Gary Oldman, get over here for a quick. Hey, funny, Gary Oldman walked in. Look, they come out of space. Come all the clouds over there. These are kind of puffy clouds that look like. Oh my gosh! This is Texas right here. It's Fort Worth. Just want to make sure you understand. And I was talking Australian. It's got. Oh my God! What is this? That is crazy. Look at that. I don't know, man. I don't know. They've been coming here ever since they bouncing radar beams off the moon, man. This is gonna fly right through here, up through Taco Bell. It's gonna land. That's crazy. I don't know, to me it looks funky. Look at that. It looks almost like cartoon. You see it better, probably not through the camera though. If I had a Canon. I don't know, check out WeatherBug. Oh, here it is. A severe thunderstorm coming up. Lightning alert too. So it's no joke. It does look funky though. I mean, big time funky. I want to go get my $2 taco. Or $2 burrito. $2 burrito. Let's see that one more time. 510, which is a little high on calories. You know what? Try something. 510's a little high. That pushes me up an extra 500 calories when I saw the thing on there. 510. That's why they do that at fast food places. They do that to kind of warn you. 510 calories for one burrito. I don't know. I'm gonna say no and stick to the salads. But we may be headed back. One more look at this right here. It's golden sky for cinema. Look at the cinema. Look at the cinema. We just got a drink instead. Cinema. Cinema. Just some cinema. So I got 2 friends in Brooklyn and 1 in the Bronx. My friend in Brooklyn. How to fix the memory. I got 3 friends in New York that I know. Well, actually 4. One's in Woodstock. We'll start with the 4th. We'll start with the first one, the oldest one. Kara Anderson. She's also Kara Vetter. She's in Woodstock, New York. Pretty good area if it gets hit. Because when I arrive there, it's going to get nuked as a nuclear bomb. I'm going to spend a lot of time in the subway because I'm going to have to go back because of my wife, New York City. But not after or before. I'll hit California first. Arrive in California, we'll do some work there. Then I will take a flight to New York City. When I land and my feet touch the ground in New York City, I'm going to have to go to the subway. It's going to get hit. It's going to be a nuclear explosion. Now, listen. I've got 4 friends. Woodstock probably won't get a lot of blow off. Meaning it won't blow to Maine. It'll blow out into the ocean before it blows to Maine. But it probably won't hit Woodstock too badly. If that's proper English. It won't hit it badly, is what you say. Now, the other friends, we're going in the order of how long I've known them. I've known Kara the longest. She's Kara Vetter, actress. She was in NYU, Tish. She's in Woodstock. The other one I know is Greg. Well, actually, no, let's go back. Let's go back before we get to Greg. Chris Pelham, he's second oldest. Chris, I met in Hip Pocket. He likes to dance in a circle. He's in Brooklyn. Yeah, he does a kind of a mystic dance. So I probably will be coming for them. It'll be for. Okay, I got to go for a minute, and then I have 2 more, Greg, and then Trish. Okay, it's 4 miles, 12 minutes. We'll be there at 8:34. It's gonna be Doc B's. All right, now to continue my story. So I have 4 friends in New York, 4 important friends. Okay, we're going from the oldest to the newest. First is going to be Kara Vetter or Kara Anderson. Kara Vetter is her name that she ended up marrying. She has kids. One of her boys named Luke. She's in Woodstock. She'll probably be okay. I don't know if I'll be able to find her because Woodstock's huge. You know, that's where they had near where they had the festival back in the 60s. She's kind of a hippie chick. She's also an actress. She studied NYU Tisch. That's Kara. So she's out in the country. The other one is going to be Chris Pelham, who's in Brooklyn. He does a Suri dance thing, some kind of dance where you spin around in a circle. And he's into meditation and stuff. He's also into J.R.R. Tolkien. He's a great actor. He worked with me in Hip Pocket. Third is Greg Goldston. He's a mime. He's out in the Bronx. I don't know if I can get him to go, but once the city gets hit, he'll probably want to. He may be in the subway too, because he's a performer. He's a mime. Performs in the subway. Subway will be fine. It won't gut out the subway. It could go off in one of the buildings higher up for security reasons for the people that are going to do it. I have no idea who it's going to be. Probably related to Al-Qaeda or terrorism of some sort. It could be domestic. We don't know. But it'll be suitcase bomb. It'll be nuclear. Okay? There'll be a nuclear cloud and everything. It'll level out a lot of the buildings. Not everything, but most of it will be for where the explosion was. It'll kill a lot of people, but there'll be radioactivity to deal with. You have to get out quick, like as of that day. Now, the subways will be flooded, and the trains will be flooded. The buses will be hectic, and the bridges, they'll try to close it so there won't be panic. People will be swimming across, the Hudson and East River and all this craziness to get to the boroughs. The boroughs will be safer. That'll be Brooklyn, the Bronx. Y'all know them all. Brooklyn, Bronx. Why are these only 2 I know right now? Queens. I hate doing this. Staten Island, maybe. Oh, I hate this. It's a headache for me. Staten Island, we're going to say is 1. Boroughs. Y'all get the idea. There's a 5th one, too. Y'all know what it is. Hoboken, Jersey, whatever. Okay, anyway. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out the 5 boroughs later. Everyone will go to a borough. And then they'll try to go probably upstate New York. Probably even like towards Woodstock. And so there'll be survivors. But they'll try to get away from the radioactivity. If they stay in the city, they'll die. All right. Greg is Bronx. Chris is Brooklyn. Trish, that's Patricia, yeah. Gillespie, she's part of Netflix. So she's kind of recording it all. She's like the video expert. She knows about production, directing. She directed something called The Fire Took Her. Hint, hint, use the words. The Fire Took Her. You'd have to think about that. The Fire Took Her was the name of the documentary. That's the one that she did. She's getting recognition for it. It was about this guy who was crazy, and he had a partner, and he threw fire. Well, he threw gasoline. You got to see it. It's gruesome. I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen parts of it. She sent me some of the footage. It looks pretty raw. So we've got 5 different people, I think, that do 5 different things. Kara was real estate. She's also actress. She's out in Woodstock. We got Chris Pelham, who's into spiritualism. He likes to dance in a circle. He's also a performer. Who is the other guy? Who's the other person? The third? Or is it 4? No, it's 5. Kara's the oldest one, the oldest friend. Then Chris. And then Greg, because Greg was one of my teachers. He's a mime teacher. He knows Marcel Marceau's mime techniques and Antenne de Crew. He's the 3rd friend. And then the 4th is going to be Trish. Why did I say 5? Alec Baldwin. Okay, we'll get Alec Baldwin. He's got a good voice. because he'll be good for voiceover. The city is on fire. Come on, Alec. Come on, a little bit more vocal. The city is on fire, and we are headed out. I don't know the fifth person yet. Maybe Alec. If Alec and I end up working together on Escape from Maine, then it would probably be Alec. Interesting. Yeah, we'd get Alec for the voiceover stuff. Because what we leave is a film crew. Then we'll go like upstate New York, and then I got places in Maine. Maine will be fine. It'll all blow over in the ocean. If it does happen, that's why I left New York City. I left New York City because I was tired of waiting for that to happen. Everybody talked about it. People had gas masks. You know, September 11th of 2001 went down, 9/11. That's all they talked about was a suitcase bomb. They have to have the technology. True. And that technology is very difficult to get a hold of. But because of internet, it could be domestic, meaning it could be an internal thing. Where were we going? Can you remind me? Grover Gant. Can you remind me? Grover? Sorry, I'm Thomas Wolfe now. I am for this moment. We are going to, is it Doc B's? Did I say Doc B's? Please let me be right. I already have the map. Okay, we'll figure it out when we get there. But it does scare me. I left New York because I figured it would get nuked. Now, it probably won't until I go there. So first, I got to hit Hollywood. We'll do the Hollywood stuff, maybe run into German and Venice. If we get lucky, we'll go and run into somebody. We'll do some vlogging. Not flogging, but vlogging. Maybe I'll find Diane in the hills. We'll talk about Katharine Hepburn, maybe do a monologue, screen test for Katharine Hepburn. They're like, Diane, I'm going to New York. No, Cole, don't go. They'll starve you. Don't worry. I like hot dogs. It'll be fine. They'll starve you, Cole. Don't go. The same thing. I know it'll happen. LA gets really hard really quick, and people go to New York to seek something. They go to Hollywood first, and then they fly to New York. Sometimes. It happens. I will see the New World Trade, which is basically called, that says El Salvador. I'll see the New World Trade. What is the name of it? The Freedom Tower, right? It's 1776 floors high. 1,776 floors high. If I'm not mistaken, the World Trade Center with its weather antenna, or with its antenna, the original World Trade Center was a little larger, if I'm not mistaken. But then maybe people might go, no, the Freedom Tower is larger. And I'm like, okay, then fine. We'll probably see that, and if we're there, we'll go up it real quick and then come down. That'll be therapy for me. We'll go all the way to the top, and we'll go all the way down really quick. I'll say, oh, one photo. Got it. Let's go. And then go back down. I want to get a better angle of the nuclear bomb going off. It won't hit the Freedom Tower. They've got there's too many cameras, too many people watching. They got thermal, all kinds of crazy stuff at night. They watch that thing like it's the safest place in the world. But they'll get in there. They'll do it again. They did it in 1992. They bombed the World Trade from below. It didn't work. Then they did it again, September 11th of 2001. I was there. I woke up around 10 or so. I saw it happen. I smelled the smoke. It was horrible. It's going to happen again. Unless I don't think peace is about it, though. We can have peace with Afghan. We can have peace with the enemies in Israel. We can have not that Israel's an enemy, but there's enemies inside of Israel. Meaning they have Al-Qaeda is inside of Israel. And there's enemies in East Jordan. There's enemies in the Sunni Triangle. There's enemies all over in the Mediterranean and that Middle East area. There's enemies all over. Al-Qaeda's like everywhere, all right? So it probably will happen if they want to get revenge for Osama bin Laden or whatever it may be. Whatever the reason it is. They'll just come up with a reason. And I think it'll probably be eternal or domestic. I think that's why these people vlog. Because we're looking everywhere, then this stuff can be accessed at any time. CIA, FBI, all these types of people can access footage. I know I talk a lot and put the footage on front of me, but we're looking out, looking around. Where are we? We don't know. Hopefully, it won't happen. But the more vloggers we have in New York City, I think what is the group with the dog? They're out there walking around 2 hours a day. They're great. Yeah, I used to watch them all the time. I'll never unfriend them. They're great. Or I'll always be one of their supporters. James and Carla with their dog. James and Carla and the dog Hudson, yes, they're out there 2.5 hours a day. She's a photographer. That's security. There's a reason we're doing this. We got kind of like, what was going on? So we have footage of things. Things could be rolled back and seen. Crime, right? Ever seen Blowout? I hate mentioning it, but Blowout with Brian De Palma. He used sound and still photography to catch this big conspiracy that was going on in the government at the time. John Travolta knows all about it. He played the role in it, in Blowout. So we do this for probably, there's always a story underneath the vlog, right? It's still footage that can be accessed. For an example, I'm gonna show you something. Look, I'm passing this right here. There's flashlights out, something's going on. That moment is captured. We know the date. I'll pull the plug. It's May 5th at 8:31 p.m. That could be accessed if something happened. Okay? They can look at certain vloggers and the things that they do. This takes time to do. It's not easy. And certain places like shops and stuff like that, people walk around. It can be accessed. It's a mobile unit that travels with sound and with visual. So yes, art has always been used by that. It's theater arts. Same thing with film. Film has captured crime. But theater also used to capture it all the time, but they would do it in verse and memorize it. Messages were sent in verse. We're going into the shops. This is the shops at Clear Fork. And this is where I talk about all the President's men. Bob Woodward. And what was the other guy? Carl Bernstein. Robert Redford and Dustin Hoffman played him. They're all the way from, I have no idea. I couldn't figure it out. I try to get good with license plates. They're all the way from like maybe Oregon or Arizona. I couldn't tell the license plate at night. It gets harder. And I wasn't able to do the zoom on it. This is Pinstripe AMC. I want to say this is Doc B's. I want to say maybe we did this today before, but I'm not 100% on that. I'd have to go back and look at the footage. This also is good for breadcrumb trails. When you're going back to say, okay, I got this at this restaurant. I bought this and I have the receipt. I've done this kind of stuff to help me because I can keep track of it. It's breadcrumb trails. Like, okay, I went to this restaurant, I'm dropping off here, and it can be analyzed too by the people that create it, that create the Runner app and all the other apps, as in Grubhub to DoorDash to the Greek to the Jew, because it can be analyzed and worked upon. I'm looking for an open spot. All right. And it's good for therapy at times. Plus, some businesses will monitor themselves to keep track of everything. We're only going to do second floor like we did last time. But I think the other one we did a higher floor. We did like 5 or something. We did this other parking garage. We did 2 parking garages. All right. But we can't do it like James and Carla yet because we don't have the power to do that, because they vlogged their trip. James and Carla, they vlogged their whole entire drive. I think they really did this from New York City to Florida. I watched some of it and was like, there's just no way. She's talking the entire time. James and Carla, their dog Hudson, they take everywhere. All right. They're kind of punk. But they do like incredible stuff with Ghostbuster stuff. They like Ghostbusters. They hunt like ghost. I like theater. The whole theater ghost thing. You know, the whole Birdman. I love that movie. It's made by a Mexican filmmaker, Birdman. Inarritu? Yeah, when my supervisor at the bank told me how to say his name, I said, that sounds like R2D2. Inarritu. That's how I say it. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. It smells like theater down here. That one. To me, and I always switch over, it just reminds me of the wings of a theater. Musty. It must have rained or something. Or I'm smelling the rain outside. Then we're gonna go to Doc B's. We may have done this today already, but now it's gonna be darker. Have this, have that, and I don't think it's Madonna. Anyway, Doc B's, Fresh Kitchen. I think maybe Pennywise, maybe. Hey, Pennywise. Man, come down here, we float. We float, float, float. I asked the hostess, and she doesn't know if Doc B's is national or if it's a local. I don't know. I have to look it up on Doc B. I don't know if it's just Fort Worth or Dallas. I have no idea. They do have a Amerisleep. I know I went to the other one, the Tempur-Pedic, because my second wife's back is kind of messed up just because she has spina bifida. But they have this one, which is Amerisleep. Look at the thing right there. Yeah, they have a sleep experts where they'll do like an analyzation of your back, where you lay down and the computer scans your back. We've done it before. I'm trying to think if I want to go over there. You guys want to see it? We've seen it before. I always talk about mime. A mime belongs there. God, if a mime shows up there, I'm gonna cry. Mimes, when they see another mime, they get critical, especially if they're performing outdoors, like on the sidewalk. Because Greg, who taught me mime, Greg Goldson, he doesn't really like that a lot. He wants them to be in the theater, not on the sidewalk. Theater has air conditioning, so not against it. Mime is actually something everyone should look into. Why not? You get to perform kind of like an actor and a dancer, and you get to be fit as you do it. I just smell like a ton of seafood, crab or lobster. We're gonna walk through the water. No, maybe not. Oh, there's kids everywhere. They're children. Yeah, they have copyright. I'm trying to listen to it though, because sometimes it's okay. They don't recognize it, the algorithm. I'll just go this way and then show like an angle of it. I'm just trying to think if it's Madonna. They have a 2023 thing going on. Can't tell. Here we go. We'll pass the avocados. There's the 2023. So we know, we have it marked. Going under the light and the avocados. Just in case you need an avocado. Then we'll go under this guy right here, which is basically a windmill. This right here. Is that not incredible? Tiffany's might have an issue with copyright. I'm not 100% though. But I still have to find a place to take a photo. Yeah, I can't recognize that. Sometimes it's just like Mozart. We have to find out. Right here. Nothing? Okay, good. Sprinkles is here. We're gonna find Sprinkles right here. You get a Sprinkles like a cake kind of thing. We're not filming, we're videoing. Why? See it down here too. But why are you doing this to me? To me, the dark crystal. I'm gonna get a shot of the foyer from above. But why? There must be a reason why. Tell us, knotweed. Snotweed. Knotweed. Grow up, knotweed. Let's see. Yeah, it's covering. You can see kind of the edge of where the fountains are. And then there's the birds. Experimenting with different things that you can do while walking. It's not jazzercise, but it's something. Yep. 4th, maybe? Yeah, 3rd. That way. Kind of see it. It's a higher. I see. Grow up, not weed. As in grow up, not weed. Yes, because of the storm, you can see it. Still need to take a photo of this in the runner app. Linda and I came up here, not weed. I want to change it to something that's not. I mean grow up, not weed. Then I'm gonna look this way.